Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this right upfield across the 45.
That's good. We're a Minnesota Vikings.
Good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cousins pass.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, Walker. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And inches at the 40-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Those are the numbers from Rudolph from last week's game. 4 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. Well, the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Walker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Walker. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
13 yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 71 yards. Back to the running game with Swift.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions nothing.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Walker. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Walker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got bombed away. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he loses the football the second time.
Complete to Dalvin Cook.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They try again with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down.
The ball carrier.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Cousins sacked.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Formation.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass. in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun. Walker. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Walker from the gun. Third down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Here's Jack Fox now. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. First down. Here's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Cousins now to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. Throwing, Cousins. Man is Osborne, he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
3-yard attempt.
And so we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this.
The Vikings are after it, and they get there for the sack. Tank McKinley made his way into the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around me,
and this is scooped up by the Lions.
and the remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Walker now throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground and Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ricardo Allen brought him down.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins sacked.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the...
They got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
Here's Thomas. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, Walker.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 15.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Walker on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Walker. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
At their own 15.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right, escaping the pressure right. He gets this complete to Cephas. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a tie. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Again, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Cook has it, left side. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
It's a great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Operating from the gun, Walker. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Walker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle, a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Lions on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DJ Waddle picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Brings up
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. Tackled.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Cousins.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And that will be incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Now Walker throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league ball. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.